Now, ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to stand for the arrival of the bridal party? Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Richard and Rachel wish to marry, for in each other's company they have found fulfilment and love. As a consequence of this love, they have drawn closer and now wish to offer to each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. You are here to witness this occasion and to share the joy which is theirs. A marriage can only take place in premises that have been registered for that purpose, and it is my duty to inform you that the place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. If any person present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. Take that as read. Dennis, do you give Rachel to be married to Richard?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. If you will take a seat. Rachel and Richard, before you're joined in matrimony, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are now each about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman, voluntarily entered into for life and to the exclusion of all others. I'm now going to ask each of you in turn to declare that you do not know of any lawful reason why you may not be married to each other. So if you can repeat after me, starting with Richard. I declare that I know of no legal reason why I, Richard Paul Beresford, may not be joined in marriage to Rachel Ann Rutherford. I declare that I know of no legal reason why I, Rachel Ann Rutherford, may not be joined in marriage to Richard Paul Beresford. Will you respond with I will to the following question? Richard, will you have Rachel to be your wife, to share your life with her, and do you pledge that you will love and tenderly care for her for the rest of your lives?
I will.
Rachel, will you have Richard to be your husband, to share your life with him, and do you pledge that you will love and tenderly care for him for the rest of your lives?
I will.
Now the solemn moment has come for Richard and Rachel to contract their marriage before you, their witnesses. Can I ask the guests to stand, please? Oh, your mum's out. And Richard and Rachel, we can turn to face each other. And can you repeat after me, starting with Richard? I call upon these persons here present. To witness that I, Richard Paul Beresford, do take thee, Rachel Ann Rutherford, to be my lawful wedded wife. I call upon these persons here present. To witness that I, Rachel Ann Rutherford, do take thee, Richard Paul Beresford, to be my lawful wedded husband. There are now some additional vows that Richard and Rachel have chosen to make to each other. Again, starting with Richard. Rachel, I promise to laugh with you in joy.
Rachel, I promise to laugh with you in joy.
Grieve with you in sorrow.
Grieve with you in sorrow.
Grow with you in love.
Grow with you in love.
To be faithful to you.
To be faithful to you.
And to cherish and respect you always.
And to cherish and respect you always.
As long as we both shall live. Richard, I promise to laugh with you in joy.
Richard, I promise to laugh with you in joy.
Grieve with you in sorrow.
Grieve with you in sorrow.
Grow with you in love.
Grow with you in love.
To be faithful to you.
To be faithful to you.
And to cherish and respect you always.
And to cherish and respect you always.
As long as we both shall live. You guests, please be seated. This part of the proceedings we have the first of two readings, and this one is to be given by Kirsty Rogers.
True love. True love is a sacred flame that burns eternally, and none can dim its special glow or change its destiny. True love speaks in tender tones and hears with gentle ear. True love gives with an open heart, and true love conquers fear. True love makes no harsh demands, it neither rules nor binds, and true love holds with gentle hands the hearts that it entwines.
The best men then tried to guide you.
Sally's wife, you know.
Take that applause back. We've now come to the exchange of rings, which is the traditional way of sealing the vows that have just been made. The wedding rings are unbroken circles, symbolising unending and everlasting love, and are the outward signs of the lifelong promises you have just made to each other. Wear these rings with love and pride in recognition of your shared life together. Now can we be joined by the two gentlemen on the front row? Richard, if you can take Rachel's ring for me, please. If you can pop that onto the finger. If you just hold that into place for me and repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a symbol of our marriage.
As a symbol of marriage.
And a token of my love for you.
And a token of my love for you.
Richard, if you can take Richard's ring. Thank you, gentlemen. And if you can repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a symbol of our marriage.
As a symbol of our marriage.
And a token of my love for you.
And a token of my love.
Come just leave it. As part of the proceedings we have a second reading, and this is to be given by Matthew Barrett.
Partners. The first dance of all, when they danced heart to heart, they both knew, it was only the start of something more wonderful than a mere dance, more than a thrill of a passing romance. They knew without saying that love, the real thing, had touched them that night with its shimmering wing. No word had been spoken, and yet they both knew that suddenly all sorts of dreams had come true. It's many a year since the night that they met, but that first dance they will never forget. Then a boy and a girl, and now husband and wife, still happy, still dancing, and partners for life.
The purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care and support each other through the joys and sorrows of life, and that love may be fulfilled in a relationship of permanent and continuing commitment. And we trust that these things will come true for you both. You have both made the declarations prescribed by law, and they made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your family and your friends here today. And having symbolised your marriage by the joining of hands and the giving and receiving of rings, it is now my privilege and my pleasure to declare that you are husband and wife. Congratulations.